My name is Emanuel, and I just graduated at Ryerson in medical physics with a minor in mathematics. So I'm going to be answering a few questions for you. For question number one, why you selected your program? It's because since a young age, understanding physics and math was very easy to me. So I like doing math and physics. Question number two, what career can you expect if graduate school required? To be a medical physics, you need to continue, so you need to do your master's. But if you decided not to continue your master, you can work in hospitals and develop treatments for cancer or other type of illnesses, or you can work as a researcher in the hospitals. But if you decided not to work in the hospital, you can also, because this program, medical physics, has a lot of courses in physics, math, and computer science. You can also work as a nuclear reactor. You work in nuclear reactor and nuclear plant, power plant, such as OPG, so Ontario Power Generator, or Bruce Power in Canada. This program is amazing because, to me, it gave me the chance to work at CERN in Switzerland. CERN is the world's largest research for basis constituent of matter. And also I met the best physicists in the world, such as James Peebles. James Peebles was my professor, who's considered the Albert Einstein of science. Currently, he's teaching at Princeton. Question number three, what was the biggest obstacle during the program? How did you overcome it? The biggest challenge that I had was in my final year, where I had to work on my final thesis and take 6 courses in both semester because I wanted to graduate with a minor in math and computer science. But definitely, if you plan it ahead of time, you can definitely make your final year easier than mine. Question number 4, what's the best advice you could give to youth moving forward? My biggest advice is not to be stuck up and try to reach out to professor if you understand the class, and also to have a small solid group study partner, because if you don't understand the topic, your partner, your friend might help you. Question number 5, how would you take care of your mental health while doing school? Well, personally, I go to the gym Monday to Friday, and so after class, classes are like 8 to maybe 3 p.m. or 9 to 4 p.m. and then after that I go to the gym, work out, and then go back to the library. If you have any questions about this program, you can also reach out to me anytime.
Hey, what's good, family? My name is Jonathan Okubay. I am a third-year student at Ryerson University. I am at the Ted Rogers School of Management, so I will be graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce at the end of my 4-year program. I decided to pick Ryerson actually because of a couple things. One, I'd heard it had a pretty good business program, and that's kind of what I was leaning towards. Coming out of high school, I was in the real estate business, working in the downtown core in Toronto. So that was location was point number 2 for me. It was going to be right around the area in which I was going to be working. And the last thing was just the diversity of the school I found to be very, very dope. And so that's, and they accepted me. So that's kind of how I managed to end up there. My major is real estate management. It's a fairly new program within the business department. I am a licensed realtor, and so I and coming out of high school, I knew that that was the direction I was going to be taking. So I figured, hey, why not become an expert in the space by supplementing my real estate work with a degree in real estate management. If one was to take the real estate management program, they could expect to work across all areas of the real estate industry. It is a business degree as well, so it's kind of fluid in what you can do with it. But you could go into property management, you could go into land development, construction. There's a lot of kind of different paths that you can take. My goal and intention was never really to end up working for a company, but rather build my own businesses in the real estate space. So my degree was more so to help give me that leg up over my competition, just being an expert and being able to serve my clients as well. Now, one of the biggest obstacles that I found doing the program that I'm in right now was balancing my school with my work. I found that to be very, very difficult. I'd taken a break from school, as at one point I was really getting focused on some of the businesses I was building, but eventually decided to go back and finish my degree. And that was really, really, really difficult because, I'm seeing real progress as far as, building my business and being able to earn a good living. But then kind of like, do I really want to do this assignment? I'm so tired because I've been working all day. But I realized that the only way I was going to be able to balance the two was that I was going to have to make sacrifices. So, that means, being at home a little bit more and cutting back on a lot of the socializing and activities of that nature. But, making those sacrifices has allowed me to be in school and finish my degree while continue to work alongside that. The best advice that I could give anybody who wants to pursue a similar path is, one, look at what are the problems in the world right now, and what is society looking for that needs to be solved, and then figure out, okay, which problems might I be able to solve that align with what I'm naturally inclined or interested in. So, giving myself as an example, people want to get in the real estate market, people need places to live, and I like helping people and working with people. So that was like the perfect marriage. And the second thing is don't quit. It's massive, because you're bound to make mistakes. You're bound to fail, even though I don't even really believe in failure. And you're gonna feel a lot of resistance. Oftentimes, we decide to take something up, and because we feel resistance and things get really, really difficult, and it's like, I'm not enjoying this, we think that, oh, this isn't for me. But that's not always the case. Post-secondary education especially, it can be a strenuous, difficult, painful process. It's like that for anyone, regardless of whether you're in love with your program or not. But the person that you come out on the other side of that and the growth that you experience is amazing. So that would be my advice moving forward.
Hey guys, my name is Salem Schewai, and I'll be talking to you guys about the program Interior Design, also known as Interior Architecture at Ryerson University. So just a little bit about the program. It's basically a mix between art and science. You'll take a look at psychology, human behavior, and the relationships between humans and our everyday spaces. So some of the different responsibilities that interior designers have are research, planning, going through different design phases and construction phases for a variety of different projects that can range from as small as residential to commercial spaces like malls and institutional spaces like hospitals and schools. And some of the different things you'll learn in school are history, ergonomics, color theory. You'll learn how to do floor plans. You'll learn about building codes, client and consultant communication, and you'll also learn how to use a variety of different software. My passion for design started when I was really young. I would say I've always been into arts and creativity, and having my dad as an architect definitely influenced and exposed me to the world of architecture and design, and so I would say that influenced me to choose this program. But once I got into it, I realized that there's so many different aspects of design, and it was so much more than I thought. You get to take a look at technology, environmental and sustainability, psychology, and there's a lot of problem solving, because we're basically creating spaces that humans spend their everyday lives in. So where you sleep, where you work, where you eat, where you entertain, and so on. And I would say that it's also very closely related to other creative arts. So you get exposed to architecture and graphics and industrial design and so many other disciplines. So after graduating from an accredited interior design program, you're able to work at a variety of different places, ranging from small scale to large scale firms, interior architecture firms, also design departments in retail stores or institutions such as hospitals and schools. And in order to become a licensed interior designer, you have to work for a couple of years and then take your exam, which makes you a registered interior designer. And then from then, you are also able to open your own design firm. And you do not need a graduate's degree to work as an interior designer, but there are many different master's degrees or certificates that do complement having your Bachelor of Interior Design, such as a Master of Architecture, Interior Design, or having your LEED or Project Management certificate. So one of the biggest obstacles I'd say that I faced during my program, as well as still today, is creative block. I think a lot of us in the creative field definitely go through a time where we're feeling uninspired or stuck. And so I'd say what helps me best during that time is to just step away from my work and sort of occupy my mind in a different way. And I try to get re-inspired by reading design books or watching design videos and documentaries and coming back to my work. And I find that I come back to it with a new perspective and sometimes better ideas, which is always great. So the best advice I could give to someone pursuing interior design would be to have a really good portfolio, because that is part of the admissions requirements when you are applying for post-secondary. I would say to just pick a few of your best works and make sure it showcases your skill set and your experiences, whether it was done inside of school or outside of school. And just make sure you include all of the progression, so from initial stages to sketches to the final product. So taking care of your mental health while in school, I would say it's really important to maintain a work-life balance. Specifically for design programs, you do spend a lot of time in the studios and a lot of hours going into perfecting your work. So I would say it's important to just make time for friends and family, make time for yourself, and make time to just get inspired and creative. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about interior design or other related fields or just university in general, feel free to reach out.